Hi everyone. I thought it would be a fun idea on the site to do a week of Twitter. So we're going to have a week of different posts, videos, things like that that are all on the Twitter topic. And as I've started messing around more and more with social media and done a lot of research and try to figure out the best practices and things like that, not only for us with Lizzie, but share with you all. I really fell in love with Twitter for one thing, and that Twitter is absolutely fine if you don't have a budget. So much of you really do get into Twitter what you or get out of Twitter, I should say, what you put into it. And that's true with everything. The more effort you put into your website, the more you're going to get out of it. The more effort you put into Facebook or anything else, you're going to get out of it. But with Twitter, it's really, really true because it really doesn't give an advantage to those who have a bigger budget. With Facebook, if you get Facebook ads, you can basically buy your way to the top. With your website and your books or anything else, you can take out ads on different places if you've got a marketing budget. And talent can overcome that, obviously, and hustle and effort can overcome that, really do. But still, there is an advantage to having money with the ad revenue. We don't really take out ads in different places, but if we had the money, yeah, heck yeah, I would. So we just don't. So it makes our decision for us. Makes it nice and easy. With Twitter, though, like I said, you really do get into it exactly, excuse me, once again, you really do get out of it exactly what you put into it. So, like I said, we're going to cover a week of Twitter topics, and the first thing is obviously building a following. And building the following is basically going to come out of this strategy. You want targeted followers. I'm not interested in 20,000 followers that are just 20,000 random people. I would much rather have 1,000 followers that were just laser focused. If I'm going to write science fiction ebooks, then I want my followers to be people that read science fiction ebooks. That seems pretty obvious, but a lot of people just go after and chase the numbers. No. I want that targeted niche. And basically, the strategy is going to revolve around, we're going to go through, we're going to look at different things in your niche. I'm going to cover some of that right now, and we're going to follow the people that are involved in that niche. And then as we start to follow those people, how many can we follow a day? Everything I've read says it's really safe to follow 100 or 200 a day on Twitter. It still seems a little aggressive to me. I probably would keep it to around 50. If you want to do a little more than that, that's fine. I really wouldn't go past 100. Like I said, even though the general consensus is 200 a day is safe, that just really, really seems aggressive. And Twitter's going to notice if you have 30 followers and all of a sudden you start tacking on 100 to 200 a day. So, not that there's anything wrong with that, just keep it reasonable, keep it slow and steady. It just really is better off in the long haul. And so what we do is when we start following all these people, some of them are going to follow us back. Not all of them, but some of them. So if we follow 50 people today, maybe 10 will follow us back within the next 24 hours. Maybe an extra one or two in a few days. Maybe we'll end up with, let's say 14 out of those 50 following us back. We just keep on repeating the process. Those of you that have been around Twitter for a while, though, Twitter doesn't like you to be able, you can't have, I follow 10,000 people and I've only got 13 following me. It's going to kind of write you off as spam. It's not going to allow that. There's certain caps. They say to keep it within like 500 of your followers to the following. And so, it seems pretty obvious that if you just start following 50 people a day and you're only getting, say, 20% of them following you back, that you're going to hit that cap pretty quick. What we're also going to do, and I'm going to show you in one of the later videos this week, is what we're going to start doing and say, okay, if today I follow 50 people, now I go back any arbitrary figure, let's say 10 days from now, I go back and see only 15 of them have followed me. I will unfollow those 35, not because, oh, they don't deserve it or, any type of this or that or mad. It's you have to preserve your ratio. Twitter won't let you keep following people if your ratio gets out of whack. So a lot of people think, oh, I still don't unfollow anyone. And you don't have to unfollow them. If you really want if you want to be following them, then keep following them. But you can at least go through, and I'll show you a tool where you can go down and look and make educated decisions. And if someone really doesn't interest you, you can unfollow them to preserve your ratio. So with that all out, what we're going to do now is we're going to go to Twitter, and I'm going to show you some strategies for finding people in your niche. So let's say for Lizzie, the first things first. Let's say I want to go after people that are, everyone's doing a Kindle. Let's say the Nook. So let's look for romance Nook. I'm going to search. I'm going to show you later on in the week a couple different Twitter clients that you can use that I like the searching with a little bit more, but we'll just use the base Twitter for now. So these are people that have been tweeting out there that have used romance and Nook in their tweets. So this and that. So then what you can do is you can click on here, bring it up here, and what you're basically looking for is it a real person or is it just a bot? If they've got a profile, they've got a picture, it's obvious they're a real person and you want to, we can follow them. You know, sometimes you see ones they don't have a picture and it looks like it's obviously a bot that someone's making just going through. I wouldn't follow them at all, obviously. This person right now, okay, you know, all right, we'll follow them. And it goes on ad nauseum down the line, and you can come up with different topics. Maybe now I want, you know, romance Kindle. Once again, okay. I'll find award-winning author. Okay, we'll follow this person. So, and you just go down and you follow the people that are involved in there. And like I said, if you know, however much time you have to devote to this, if you, that's the beautiful thing about this strategy is if you only have 5 to 10 minutes, and you can sit down and maybe, you know, follow 15 people. And in a couple days, you have a couple more free minutes, you do it again. And then just once a week, whatever, you can go through and do the unfollow part, which we'll cover in a later video. So this is really simple. I mean, it doesn't get any simpler than this, just the romance Kindle. But now what we're going to do is go a little more specific, show you some different strategies for finding people in your niche. So let's say I'm a science fiction author. What do I want to do? You know, you think like, okay, you know, hey, maybe I'll follow the big science fiction writers and hope that they'll follow me. Most of the active, the real popular people on Twitter aren't going to follow you back. You see people with 23,000 followers and they're only following 4 people. So that's probably not going to happen. But what you can do is target those followers. Hey, if all these people are following one science fiction writer, why won't they follow another? So I had to go to Amazon earlier and pull up the name of a science fiction author. I don't really read much science fiction. And here she is. Right there. So now you can see, yeah, what we were talking about. She's got almost 2,400 followers. She's only following 469, which is actually a lot more than a lot of the popular people you read. So now here's her and here's all her tweets. That's fine, dandy. We can follow her if we want. Doesn't really matter. What we're going to do now, we're going to go after her followers. And once again, what we're basically looking at is we're looking for not a bot. You know, this right here, officially a soap opera. Okay, it looks like a real person, has a picture. We'll follow. You know, down the line, if it looks like something you'd be interested in, or more like importantly, if they would be interested in you, read voraciously. Perfect. Exactly the type of person we want. We're going to follow her. Just once again down the line. And like I said before, the beautiful thing is these will constantly be changing, you know. Like I said, you got a few free minutes, try a new topic. You got a few free minutes, try a new author. Just different things. As you get more creative, just follow more and more people. And even if only 10-15% of these people follow you back, well, that's fine. Because in a week or so, you're going to unfollow the ones that you don't and do another batch. You can keep on doing batches every day and just have little unfollow parties every 3-4 days a week, whatever you want to do. Just whatever fits in your schedule. And like I said, the more time you put into it, the more you put out. But you don't need to spend money. You don't need any fancy software. You don't need anything. You just really need to use this methodology. So let's go back to this author right here. I'm going to show you a couple more little things because most of those that we've shown so far are pretty straightforward. Either following off a certain topic and going after all the people that are tweeting about that, or basically mooching the followers of someone in your niche that's really popular. So what we're also going to do, let's grab this right here. Okay, not just those who will follow her, but let's look at those that are tweeting with her tag. Okay, and a lot of these are going to be the people that follow her, obviously, but once again, hey, if these people are taking the time to tweet out information about one science fiction author, those might be exactly the type of people you want to hopefully get following you, and hopefully they'll do the same for you. Another thing to look at, obviously here we have a tag, but let's RT for retweet. Now we're looking at people that have retweeted topics concerning her. So these are very active fans. You know, these people saw something that involved this science fiction author, and now they take the time to retweet it out to all of their friends as basically an endorsement of her. You know, these people could be huge for you to start to, you know, you find a couple of these in your niche. This person right here, obviously a real person, active, took the time to retweet this person. If I'm a science fiction author, I absolutely want to follow her. And so this thing right here, I mean, this is just 4 little things. A subject, a famous person in your niche, that famous person or a certain person's tag, and then people that retweet that tag. That's just 4 little things, but you can spin these a million times. Like I said, every day, try a new author, go to Amazon, look at who the top ones on there, come to their Twitter, follow them, follow some of their followers, look at some of the different tags they're using, try that. Don't go overboard. Like I said, don't do a ton a day hoping, hey, I'm going to follow 1,000 people today and hope 300 follow me back. No, just do it slow, build it steady, do it when you have time, do it naturally. But this way, when you're sitting there and you're saying like, oh man, I know I should be using Twitter, but I don't really know what to do or don't know how to get started, this is exactly how you build up a fan base. Like I said, you don't need software, you don't need anything else, just this methodology, and we're going to start building your followers. And now if you're like, hey, I'm not exactly sure what to do with it or this and that, we're going to cover that later on this week too. But hopefully this gets you started, and as always, if you have any questions at all, feel free to let me know, and I really hope this helps. If you use it, it does help, let me know that too. Thank you.